Welcome to Travel Talk, where we talk about all the aspects of traveling and destinations most of us only dream of. Today, we are talking about an iconic travel destination. Not you, or you. Who put that there? No. Today, we are talking about the one and only North Korea. What? What am I doing, North Korea? Today, we are talking about the iconic Greece, a wondrous land of myths and mythos and beaches and architecture that has been stolen and replicated throughout the ages and democracy, and we're not going to talk about any of that today because all we want to know is how can we bake on those silky beaches and photograph every speck of dust at the Acropolis for cheap. For most of us, getting to Greece or going on any overseas trip seems close to impossible. Well, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Today, we are exploring how wrong you are. Let's jump in. I've been to Greece a lot. I love Greece. And the best part is, I've never spent more than $500 going there. In fact, the cheapest trip I've gone on there was less than $200 for 10 days, and that included travel. That's some sexy savings right there. And today, I'm going to tell you how you can do the same. First, let's look at some trips and some prices you've come to expect. Let's look at just how expensive Greece can be. Whew, yeah, these are the prices I was expecting to see. Per person, 1900, 2000, 2200, 2500 for the Aegean Escape. Oh, right there at that classical Greece, that's Meteora. I've been there before. That's a really cool place. Everybody should go there. But I tell you, you do not need to spend $2,000 to go and see that place. You don't really need to stay near there. Meteora is really a place it's a day trip. You go, you see it for the afternoon, and you go back to where you're actually staying. Ultimate Grecian getaway, $2,800. It's $3,000 for the Aegean Escape with Santorini. These prices are out of scope for just about anyone. Let's see, what's the highest price? $3,600 for Greece and Egypt, and then Aegean Escape with Santorini is second at just under $3,000 per person, which also comes with some time on the islands of Mykonos, Crete, and Santorini. You can do all of those so much cheaper than that. Now, all of those trips, they look great, but we don't want to pay those prices. And you know what? We're not going to. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How can you get to Greece for under $100? And the answer will surprise you. Serbia. No, not Siberia. Now that you're thoroughly confused, let me explain. Serbia and all of its neighbors are very cheap countries with very low prices for things like, wait for it, travel. Now let me show you what I mean. Okay, so Argus Tours is the tour group that I've gone with every time I've gone to Greece. I've left from Serbia, usually from Belgrade, and it's always been super cheap, super convenient, and they get you into these big tour buses. They drive you right down through Macedonia or Bulgaria and into Greece, and it's just very convenient. Oh wow, they send people all over the place. They've got a lot of different locations that they service. You've got Egypt, Greece, Turkey, other parts of Europe, Bulgaria. Bulgaria's on there because it's a European Union country. Things are a little bit cheaper in Bulgaria compared to Serbia, and they have access to some products that they don't have in Serbia, so a lot of people will travel there for shopping purposes. But for what we want, we're looking at Grčka Leto. All right, so let's take a look at what there is to offer. What do we got here? We've got Evia, Chalkidiki, Katerini, KRF, that's Corfu. Now let's look at some of these prices. Evia, that's an island. It's kind of not like an island. It's really close to the mainland. There's a bridge that connects the mainland to Evia. It's about 10 feet long, and you can stay there for 59 euros. It's really easy to access Athens from there. From the furthest point on the island, it's only about a 3-hour drive. That's what I did when I was there. It was really convenient. I got to see all of Athens. It was very easy, no hassle at all. And that's only 59 euros, and that includes transportation to and from Serbia, either Belgrade or Novi Sad, and 10 days in a hotel on the beach. If you were to go and not use the transportation, you can imagine that the prices would be even lower. You really can't get much sweeter than that, except when you look down at Chalkidiki for 39 euros for the same thing. And don't let that lower price confuse you. Chalkidiki is amazing, even better than Evia. It is just like being on one of those beautiful islands you see pictures of, but without having to actually get on a boat to go there. And that's 39 euros for the travel to and from Serbia and 10 days in a hotel on the beach. It really just, that's amazing. It blows my mind. It is so beautiful there. I cannot express it. I would go there again in a heartbeat for just 39 euros. You can also stay in Corfu. I absolutely recommend anyone stay in Corfu. Corfu is an amazing place. It's a wonderful island. I had an amazing time there. I loved it so much. I went multiple times. Just 59 euros if you go at the right time. So as you can see here, we're looking at the prices for Corfu. These hotels, they're in Guvia and Dacia, which are about 25-30 minutes away from Kerkira or Corfu town, which is the main city there. And you can easily get there by public transportation. You can get a 24-hour bus pass. When I was there, it was only 5 euros, and it would get you into the city and back to your hotel again. Dionysos, I stayed at this hotel when I was there, and it was quite nice. You have to pay 2 euros a night for air conditioning, and you definitely want to do that. There was one time where I decided to be cheap when I was in Greece and not pay the 2 extra euros for the air conditioning, and that was a huge mistake. You need the air conditioning. Just pay the 2 euros, get your air conditioning. You need it. Even in May, you need the air conditioning. It's going to be hot, and you can expect that from just about any hotel in Greece. They're all going to charge you something for air conditioning at these smaller hotels. So let's look here. In May, between May 23rd and June 3rd, you can stay at that hotel for 55 euros, and that includes the bus ride. If you go over into August and July, you're looking at almost 300 euros for the same thing. If you look down in Dacia, it's over 300 euros for the exact same thing. So it's really important for you to go either late May or late September. That's when the cheap season is, and the prices are just going to be amazing. Now let's take a look at Zakynthos, which is that picture up there in the top right corner. It says 269 euros for 10 days, and that will include bus travel from Serbia to Greece, as well as the ferry to get to the island. I've done the ferry before between Corfu. They don't charge you anything extra for it when you get the package. And this is the absolute most expensive tour that they offer, is going to Zakynthos. And it looks like at the most expensive time, on the most expensive trip, you're going to spend just under 700 euros for the transportation, the ferry, as well as the hotel in Zakynthos. And the cheapest it gets? Oh, wow. There is one that is 65 euros. 65 euros. That'll get you there and put you up in a hotel for 10 days. That is just ridiculously cheap. I can't believe that that's an actual price to get to a Greek island and spend 10 days there. I'm about to move back to Serbia so I can take advantage of this. However, for most Americans, this won't be quite as cheap as it looks. But for those living or traveling, to quote a great man, in the green parts of not America, this is a real viable option for you. And of course, it won't be as cheap for the rest of us because you still need to fly there, and that's going to run you about $700 to $800 depending on what time of year that you go. If you go in late May or late September, you should be able to find something around that range. And then of course, you very likely won't be booking with this tour agency and getting these exact prices. But what you can do is see which cities they're going to, because those cities are going to be cheaper, and you can even go to the same hotels and get similar prices. You'll very likely get a price that's a little bit higher than what you see here, because obviously you'll be going there as an American. You're going to get the American price. It'll be few euros higher, but you will still get a very low-cost vacation compared to what you would expect in other places or through websites targeted specifically at Americans. So now that you've seen just how cheap it is to travel to Greece, I hope that you're all planning your very first or next trip to Greece. And remember to join us next time as I take you on my adventures in the Netherlands in Amsterdam. If you like this video and you would like more content like it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.